Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN, one-click protection for all your devices. Securing yourself could not be easier. Visit expressvpn.com/funhouse.
Welcome to a very merry edition of Bored as Hell. Today I'm joined by my nicest and naughtiest co-workers to bring you a very special version of a fan favorite. Big motherfucking crab truckers. Only instead of playing as giant terrifying crabs, these people are all playing as something much, much worse. Themselves. I'm your Game Master Armando Torres, and welcome to Funhaus Saves Christmas. So most of you are familiar with the system that we're using, but in case you're not, it is very simple. Whenever you face a challenge, you will roll two 8-sided dice. A 2 is the worst possible outcome, while a 16 lets you absolutely nail whatever you tried to do. Each of you possesses a couple of special skills that may give you an advantage on rolls pertaining to said skill. Now let's meet our characters. Bundled up, lying in sleeping bags spread across the living room of Willem's Manor are 4 very close co-workers. It's Christmas Eve, and all of them are in a deep sleep, dreaming about all the presents they'll receive in the morning. And we have, starting with across the table,
Patrick. Obviously, I'm a fighter.
Uh-huh.
That's not part of the character.
That's your class.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
Another one that is not part of the character, extremely good looking.
Okay.
He's like a Minnesota 8.
But an LA 9.
No, that's not how
This is like you have never been
Celsius
to
or
Minnesota.
Fahrenheit.
Also, I have a terrible Adderall addiction, and I can use anything as a weapon, like Jackie Chan.
Sleeping next to Patrick, we have...
Hello, I'm Charlotte. I'm a lifter. Now, I can pick a couple things up because I lift with my heart. I'm an emotional lifter. I lift spirits. 3 other things. I am incredibly naive, a vast online queer network, and I have a sorrowful, heartbreaking whistle.
Taking up the entire couch, we have...
You betcha. Jacob, that is me. And I, too, have the traits. I'm a driver. I'll just say the names of them. We'll find out what they do later.
Okay.
What about my second trait? Day 1 Raider.
Okay.
Yeah? That's on there. Third trait, Sebulba. Fourth trait, 11 and 1.
And sleeping in an embroidered, royal-looking lazy boy chair, James Willems.
I'm James Willems. I am a physical lifter. Unlike Charlotte, who's an emotional lifter, I actually try and put people down emotionally. And there's nothing that is too heavy for me to lift. My other attributes, night vision. Of course.
Yeah.
That's right. I had written 1 week to live, but I revised that to say crank disease. So, and then the third thing I had written musician, but I just moments ago crossed it out to say first in line on Black Friday.
Suddenly, the 4 very good, very asleep friends are awoken by a heavy thud from above. Footsteps are on the ceiling.
I grab a weapon. What's
Okay.
close to me? I break a leg off the coffee table.
And I'm at a 10 already because I was sleeping peacefully like a little baby.
Yeah.
And now I'm up. I'm like, I heard there's something on my roof. And
Yeah.
so I bust open the front door, which shatters into 1,000 splintered pieces. And I go, who's up there?
From up above, you hear... "Oh! Ah!" And a man falls flying off of your ceiling. This man is wearing a giant red coat, a red hat with white trim, and has a giant white...
he's a blood.
beard. Yeah. You live in a not great neighborhood.
You didn't have to roll for that.
I come running and I say, Mario!
Not quite, but I see how you could have gotten there. I'm not long for this world.
I run over to Jacob and Charlotte and I say, are any of you EMTs?
I do a big stretch and a big yawn, and I go, what's wrong?
I grab Charlotte and I shake her as hard as I can.
Shake me!
And I slap her across the face and I say, wake up!
And I say, it's probably nothing.
While this is happening inside of the house, you hear what sounds like a very jolly death rattle coming from a body outside.
Yeah. Coincidentally, this is when my 12th alarm goes off, and I finally wake up to it.
I come out and I take a picture and I tweet it.
You get 420,069 likes.
Yes.
Wow.
Instantly.
What time?
Wow, it must be a Charlotte post. I take Charlotte's phone and I just chuck it, and it just disappears into the stratosphere.
Okay. Yeah, it's gone.
I believe that another one will come back to me.
You hear from inside of the coat pocket a buzzing of a cell phone, and the contact just says, "Mrs. Claus."
Go boy, it's the old ball and chain. Hello?
Hello.
Let me put you. Hold on. Stop. Let me put you on speakerphone.
Who is this?
This is Charlotte.
Charlotte who?
Someone's not a queer Twitter user, I guess.
Somebody, yeah. What are you on Facebook?
Yeah, because that's the only place to get real news and information.
Okay.
Listen, bitch.
Oh,
Where's my man?
do you have relations to the former corpse we had inhabiting this red coat?
The former what? Oh my God. Listen, Santa runs off of pure Christmas energy and the joy that everyone gets from opening their Christmas presents on Christmas Day. And I realize I've said the word Christmas a lot.
Throw this one.
Did you send that guy to kill me? I'll find you, bitch.
Look, if you want to save my man, the only way to do so is to make sure that all of the Christmas cheer is still felt by children around the world. I don't know who you are, but you need to save Christmas.
Deliver
Listen,
presents.
it's clear, guys. James killed Santa.
But now he's supposed to become
Personally?
Santa. That's how I understood it.
Well, then I think
when you
why
kill
don't-
Santa, you become Santa.
I noticed that my pants start to feel tighter, but it's not
James,
my waist.
come on.
It's my pubes. they're growing bushy and white.
The jacket that was lying on the floor spins around in the air magically and finds its way onto the body of your friend James Willems. As this happens from the rooftop of Willems Manor, a sleigh that is pulled by, I don't know how many because I didn't grow up with these
8?
fucking stores. Eight?
Well, it
Eight?
depends which telling. Is this
Yeah,
a
is this
Rudolph?
the-
Rudolph
Yeah.
is bullshit. I
Yeah,
only
Rudolph's
stick
fake.
with the
Okay,
real
we've-
reindeer.
all right, so
Yeah.
the EU has been scrapped.
Yeah.
It's just the 8.
I happen to step right onto the sleigh, and the reins fall into my hands. So I take a seat and fall
Whoa.
back asleep.
Patrick, how many pills do you have in your on your body right now?
I have a 90-day supply.
Remember that you're not at home right now. So how many do you have on your body?
Yeah, a 90 days. Still a 90-day supply.
Okay, you need to take one of your pills right now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, pop one of them pills.
Easy.
Yeah, what was
Can I get one of them pills?
Of course, I give James one.
Can I have one of those pills? Just because I don't
And
want
I-
an appetite
And
tonight.
I give one to Charlotte as
My
well.
mouth is agape as I sleep.
And I drop one into Jacob's mouth. And I kind of look at everyone else and say, he's going to need this later. Trust me.
But you do hear a voice coming from the cab of the sleigh. Thank you. That goes, "Hello, Santa. Are you ready to continue route?"
That was Santa we
I know it. What? And he's been real the whole time, which I never disbelieved on account of my naivete.
Technically, I'm Santa now, which means we didn't kill anyone, which means we can't be prosecuted.
Not
It's
zero.
an interesting
Perfect.
legal
Beautiful.
the
precedent.
same way Tim
certainly.
Allen can't be prosecuted if he cooperates with the police and rats out all his friends.
But our lawyer is asleep.
I am already sitting on Comet at the front of the line of reindeers, and I go, "Let's go!"
The sort of like gust that it leaves sweeps up Patrick and Charlotte, and they land in the back of the sleigh on top of Santa's giant sack.
I look around
of
for a
toys.
weapon.
In the sack of toys?
Yeah, anywhere.
Well, you can turn anything into a weapon.
Yeah.
So you got a 16. You got a critical success. Tell me what you find in this sack of toys.
I think
Can you find a taser, maybe?
How about a power drill?
Oh,
Battery operated.
wow. A power
Cool.
drill from Dad from the Home Depot Christmas sales event?
Yep.
Yeah. There's also an outlet in Santa's sleigh in the driver's seat, and one of them is open. There's 2 power inputs. One of them is open. The other is charging a vape.
So I stick the drill into the power source.
Into the power.
Yeah. And I turn it on.
Hey, he
the drill
sees,
into
he
You
sees a hole.
electrocute yourself.
Okay. Is that bad?
Yeah, it is.
Is the sleigh okay?
No, the sleigh is not okay. The sleigh sort of freaks out for a moment and loses power, and it will crash if one of you doesn't figure
Hold on a
out
minute.
how to fix it.
Listen, I'm an 11-in-1 driver. Like this.
I understand now.
So, I got this. I'm as steady as it gets.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get this sleigh steady.
The
under
reins,
control.
though.
Can I steady this? I'm still holding it. 11-1.
You are able to keep it steady as it's going down, but if you don't find a way to power up this sleigh, it will fall.
I'm gonna lift some spirits. I lean forward from the sack in the back, and I get right up alongside Jacob, and I go, "Now this is pod racing."
The reindeer, they go into overdrive and are able to burst up into the air to give you more time. You also start tinkering like Anakin and are able to sort of turn the vape rig that was charging. You're able to revert where the power is going from, and now the entire sleigh is powered by one very strong strawberry scented vape.
I'm shouting from
Yeah.
comments back. We need to figure out where the last delivery is, but you blew the computer.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to use other context clues to figure out the last place to deliver. I'll look around and with my night vision, start scanning the cityscape as we're soaring
cityscape.
above it. Yeah.
So as you're sort of flying over,
We're in LA, right?
You were in LA, but the sleigh, which flies very, very fast. It's this thing called magic. Are you able to understand magic?
I'm naive, so I don't really
never
I
stopped
don't disbelieve
not
it. Yeah, I never
understanding
stopped.
magic, yeah.
You know, you don't grow old because you stop playing.
Keep going.
You
Finish.
stop playing when you grow old because you grow old.
Get a sentence out.
Beautiful.
Nailed it.
A single tear rolls down my cheek. It freezes.
You were flying over Los Angeles, but now you're flying over a city that looks familiar. You recognize it as
Frisco.
Culver City.
We've made it so far. This sleigh does move fast.
You know, we go any further, we'll end up back in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Full block. It's Wingstop.
Most of the chimneys have a mark on them to indicate it's like a little check mark in a drawing.
To not kill the
something.
firstborn, yeah.
Yeah. You see one chimney that doesn't have a marking on it, and it also seems to be where you're headed, and you recognize the building as the Funhaus headquarters.
Penthouse. I thought it was Penthouse HQ. I make a judgment call to direct us to the building, and I just by grabbing the comet's antlers, just wrench it in that direction, real hard.
So it starts heading down there before you are not hit by, but almost grazed by
A smooth criminal.
A bullet.
A bullet.
A bullet. A
I
bullet.
jump to attention. First I pop an Adderall
Yeah. Okay.
because I want to get sharp, and I kind of look around and I'm like,
Yeah, I also take
Yes.
one.
I shout.
Thank you.
You rolled a 16 for popping and handing out Adderalls.
I can see in slow motion the bullet flying past me, and I trace the location.
And you look down, and it's standing on the roof of the Funhouse building, trying to aim a gun at you. You see your boss, Omar De Armas.
Oh my God.
In slow motion, you can see him mouth the words, "Daddy gets a taste."
I knew it.
I say, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to tell you this, but I have devastating news.
What is it, Patrick?
What is it, Patrick?
Jacob can handle it.
What is it, Patrick?
It's Omar that's firing at us right now. The one we trusted above all others is the same one that betrays us this night.
He must have his reasons.
He's siding with authority.
It's for the channel.
Sorry, it's this red. It's this red coat.
A hole rips through the bottom of the sleigh, and once again, your sleigh is going down.
Hold on. There's got to be something in this sack that we can use. I rummage around and I pull out a big, long present. It's Bender. Otherwise known as leverage.
Omar sees that you have his dog, and he lies on his back and uses the incredibly plump air bubble in his Air Maxes to stop the force of the sleigh crashing to the ground.
Comment first.
He sacrifices his shoes to save Bender.
Yeah.
The shoes are now worth only $700.
Yeah.
He's holding Bender like this.
He's holding Bender,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this, like a bazooka. And he looks at the four of you and goes, "I'll see you on Monday," and then walks away.
Whoa.
Oh, Captain,
Was
my
this
captain.
a dream? He just wanted a taste.
I guess so. I look around for our coworkers.
It's like 2 a.m., right? Okay,
You
well,
see,
Ryan's here.
all of your coworkers sleeping around here.
Just 8 feet away from our impact zone.
Yeah, they are dead asleep, very, very tired.
Sleeping where they usually do.
Yeah.
Do I see
Yeah.
Armando Torres?
You do.
I take a drill
Uh-huh.
and ever so quietly, I sneak up, I put it right to his temple, and I say, "It'd be so easy," and then I back away.
Wow, the
Wow.
power.
And I put an Adderall under his tongue. Though.
Oh, there's one already there.
Armando takes the Adderall in his mouth and jumps up, and then it pokes through his eye, and
Oh God.
he's dead. He's dead.
The coat is released. And then he drapes it over Armando's body, but it only covers like a fraction because,
Yeah.
the size.
It's also been
Armando-
cut to shreds.
it's like barely looks like a dish towel,
Yeah.
right over on top of him.
Armando starts becoming Santa Claus, and he actually loses weight.
I sort of put the drill behind my back, and I kind of like walk backwards, and I just sort of like put it in Lindsay's hand.
I emerged from the wreckage of the sleigh, unscathed, just like Sebulba from the cockpit of his pod racer when he crashed.
That was your power?
Yes.
You do so. You do it. Yeah, you see that there is a Christmas tree, and there are 4 spots. There are actually several spots, and enough spots for the rest of the gifts that are in Santa's sack. Do you deliver the presents?
Yeah, we have to
I think
deliver
we
presents
all
for everybody.
grab one
I say,
present.
Yeah.
"Oh, everyone, look! Lindsay seems to have killed Mondo in his sleep."
Oh my God.
Everyone sort of wakes up, and they look at a dead, again, very slimmer looking Armando Torres. And Lindsay looks at the drill in her hand, and she goes, "Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?" And then she burps very loudly.
Okay.
Elise calls the police. The cops arrive shortly after and take Lindsay to prison. And she is tried on the spot, found guilty.
Do we end up, the 4 of us all end up in the jury?
Yes.
Okay, because they were looking for like really good peers.
Yeah. The bailiff asks for James, your verdict.
We, the people of the
Your
jury,
Honor.
Your Honor, excuse me. We, the people of the jury, in the case of Lindsay Washburn, the people versus Lindsay Washburn, have decided that while she is guilty, we don't think she technically committed a crime, but she was very naughty this year.
And you hear the judge say, who is facing away from the courtroom in their chair, goes, well, as he has throughout the entire. You hear the judge go,
just can't
well,
quite place him."
sometimes those who are naughty, and turns around, and you realize that it is Santa J. Claus.
Oh my God.
Says sometimes those who are naughty can be very nice. Not guilty. And he bangs his gavel.
A Christmas miracle!
Ah! I take the frozen tear off Jacob's face and fling it at the judge out of fear.
Jacob takes 1 point of damage, and you kill the judge.
Wow! And then rock music plays with like all the major above the line credits.
Yeah.
It comes up from black, and I'm standing outside of a Walmart on September 23rd, ready for those
September
sweet
10th,
deals.
2001.
First,
I hop in my car after the trial, and because I was up all night the day before raiding, I fall asleep at the wheel and end up in the hospital.
But you make a swift recovery.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm done with my traits now.
I spend the rest of my career cleaning up the mess and apologizing for tweeting out a picture of dead Santa.
I also get a post-credit scene, and I've just landed in Iraq.
Oh, and the year, what is it? September 10th, 2001.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Unless you celebrate it, in which case I'm very sorry.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.